My father thought Vanessa saved our family. 3 days later, he was screaming at her to get out of the house. And the reason was hidden inside an old tablet no one had touched for years. After my mother died, our home stopped feeling alive. For 2 years, the laughter disappeared. My father, Leo, barely spoke. He ate alone, slept alone, and carried grief like a weight that never left his shoulders. I heard him crying some nights. He probably heard me too. Then Vanessa appeared. She laughed at the right moments, cooked my father's favorite meals, listened to him talk about my mother without getting uncomfortable. Dad called her a second chance. I called her something else. Dangerous. The first crack appeared when my mother's vintage locket vanished. Vanessa cried. She apologized over and over. Dad wrapped his arms around her and said, "Elio," softly, "it was an accident. Sweetheart, your mother would want us to be happy." The locket was never found. After that, everything changed. My friends were suddenly uninvited. Homework assignments went missing. Arguments appeared out of nowhere. And every single time, the story ended the same way. Vanessa sighed sadly. Dad looked disappointed. And somehow, I became the problem. Maya, Dad, she's lying. Elio, Maya, she's trying to help. Maya, please listen to me. Elio, you're having a hard time adjusting. The worst part wasn't the grounding. It wasn't the accusations. It was watching my father stop believing me. Each time he chose Vanessa, something inside me broke a little more. Until one night, I realized the truth. She wasn't trying to replace my mother. She was trying to replace me. I needed proof. The next morning, I found my father's old tablet in a drawer. Vanessa used it sometimes to read. I spent an hour installing a hidden recording app. Then I placed the tablet on the living room bookshelf. The camera pointed directly at the couch. For days, it recorded nothing. Television noise, small talk, silence. Then Wednesday happened. Dad was at work. Vanessa was alone. I sat on my bed, wearing headphones, listening to recording. At first, it sounded normal. Then she laughed. Not the sweet laugh my father loved. A different laugh. Cold, cruel. And suddenly my entire body went still. Vanessa on phone. I already called the parents and canceled Maya's plans. I told Leo she's acting out again. If I can make her seem unstable long enough, he'll agree to boarding school. He's so trusting it's almost boring. Voiceover. I stopped breathing. This wasn't a misunderstanding. This wasn't jealousy. It was a plan. She wanted my father to believe I was unstable. She wanted me out of the house, out of his life. For 3 days, I said nothing. I ate dinner with them. I answered my father's questions. I watched Vanessa smile at me across the table. And every second felt like sitting beside a stranger wearing someone else's face. Saturday evening, Dad sat in the living room reading the sports section. Vanessa hummed in the kitchen. I walked in carrying the tablet. Dad barely looked up. "Elio, what now?" I plugged the tablet into the TV. Vanessa appeared in the doorway. "Vanessa, Maya, honey, what are you doing?" I looked at my father. "Maya, showing you the truth." I pressed play. The room filled with Vanessa's voice. Crystal clear. Vanessa recording, "I'm going to get her out of this house by the end of the year." Dad slowly lowered the newspaper. Vanessa recording, "If I can make her seem unstable enough." Vanessa's smile vanished. Then the final sentence. Vanessa recording, "He's so trusting, it's almost boring." The recording ended. No one moved. The refrigerator hummed. That was the only sound in the house. Then Vanessa finally spoke. "Vanessa, Leo, wait, that was a joke." Dad didn't look at her. For the first time in months, he looked at me, really looked at me. The tired eyes, the shaking hands, the daughter who had been begging to be believed while he kept calling her difficult. Then he turned to Vanessa, and her mask slipped. Not fear, not sadness, annoyance. Dad stood up. "Elio, quietly, get out." "Vanessa, Leo, please." Elio shouting, "Get out." The sound shook the room. Vanessa stared at him, realizing the performance was over. Then she grabbed her bag and ran upstairs. A minute later, the front door slammed. And just like that, the angel disappeared. Dad sank onto the couch, staring at the dark TV screen. Elio broke Maya. I sat beside him. Neither of us spoke, because some betrayals are too deep for words. And in that silence, my father finally understood the truth. The woman he thought had saved our family had been trying to destroy it. And the daughter he stopped believing had been telling the truth the entire time. Grief can make us desperate to believe and rescue. But sometimes the most dangerous people are not the ones who attack openly. They are the ones who whisper comfort and slowly turn love against the people who need it most. And sometimes the person fighting hardest to be believed is the only one telling the truth. If this story moved you, remember, never ignore the quiet person in the room. They may be carrying the truth no one else can see.